Welcome back to another video from the YouTube channel Mr. Motivational Mentor. In this video, we will discuss the life biography of the famous actor Sylvester Stallone, how he went from obscurity to herodom and to the top of the entertainment and corporate worlds. So, let's begin the video. Sylvester Stallone's path to prominence was marked by numerous struggles and disappointments. Yet, his narrative is among the most motivating and encouraging of all success stories that have been told. His existence began with a tragic incident. His mother experienced a number of difficulties when giving birth to him. As a consequence of this, the muscle tone on the bottom left side of his face has become weak. This includes portions of his tongue, chin, and his upper lip. When he was younger, he had a hard time talking in a way that was considered normal. As a result, he endured a lifetime of relentless bullying. Even at home, he was having a hard time with everything. Stallone's parents had a poisonous and antagonistic relationship, and it caused him to be ignored as a child. Therefore, he spent a portion of his childhood in the care of a foster family. The fact that his parents eventually split up was the final straw in an already challenging upbringing for him. Stallone had a difficult childhood and had struggled with controlling his anger throughout his formative years. Due to the fact that he suffered not just emotionally but also intellectually, he was ultimately kicked out of 14 schools. He lacked both self-esteem and confidence to any significant degree. As a result, he started lifting weights. Stallone did not finish high school because he wanted to pursue a profession in acting in New York. He was met with failure on a regular basis, and after many years of attempting, he had only achieved modest success and was cast in supporting roles. Therefore, in order to maintain his standard of living, he worked a variety of occupations. He worked as an usher at the movie theater and cleaned the lion gauges at the zoo. In short, he did anything he could to make ends meet. But in the end, he was unable to pay his bills and spent some time living on the streets. A few weeks were spent by him dozing off at a bus stop. Stallone's heart was torn when, as a result of the difficult circumstances, he was forced to sell his dog to a family. However, he was aware that he was unable to even afford food for his dog, and he desired nothing but the best for the animal. One day, Sylvester Stallone had a revelation and a burst of inspiration after watching a boxing fight of Muhammad Ali, and he began writing about an unknown boxer who was going to stand up to life. And by the end of the third day, the script was complete and the character of Rocky was born. But despite his best efforts, he was unable to sell the script because it was written with him in the lead character. They made Stallone an offer of $360,000 for the script with the stipulation that he would not be cast in the role of Rocky. And keep in mind that at that moment, his wife was already expecting their child. Because he only had $106 in the bank and no automobile, he had to sell his dog in order to pay his debts. He could have given in, but he chose not to. He had a feeling that Rocky was intended for him, so he made the decision to put everything on the line. I'm not the brightest, richest, or most gifted person in the world by any stretch of the imagination. But the reason I'm successful is because I never stop moving forward, Sylvester Stallone said in an interview. Although they ultimately gave in and agreed to let him feature in the film, the producers paid him only a quarter of what they had originally offered him. And as soon as the script was sold, he was able to get his dog without any delay. And the movie ended up winning 3 Oscars, which was followed by the release of further films. Both Rocky and Rambo were tremendous commercial successes which contributed to Sylvester Stallone's rise to legendary status. His very inspiring life story demonstrates that if you work hard enough, you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. Now, regrettably, this is not where the narrative comes to an end. Even after he achieved tremendous success, Sylvester Stallone was forced to go through a lot of challenging experiences. He went through a divorce. and his youngest child was eventually discovered to have autism. In addition, his other son passed away from a heart attack in the year 2012. Even though he was repeatedly struck by the blows that life had to him, he never gave up. He advised in an interview that always believe in yourself. He would not be the international movie star he is today if he had sold his script for $350,000 without performing in it. Despite being penniless, he had complete faith in him and did not let money hinder him. Don't choose a short-term gain at the expense of your long-term potential. From his story, we can conclude that life might be difficult before it becomes easy. Sylvester Stallone went from being homeless and sleeping on the floor of a bus station to being worth $400 million today. He would almost certainly not have achieved that type of money if he had given up on his aspiration of becoming an actor. Don't give up on your aspirations just because times are difficult. When things are awful and you feel terrified, fatigued, and like stopping, keep going. This Sylvester Stallone inspiring story will perhaps help you get closer to realizing your ambitions. Remember to never give up on yourself or your dream. You have the power to achieve more than you could ever begin to conceive, Les Brown stated. That is all about today's video. If you find the video interesting, then give a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.